What's good, gang? Alright, tonight I'm going to tell a true tale about the time when me myself, had a sexual encounter with a ghost. Now, I know some of y'all probably like, sexual encounter with a ghost? I know this motherfucker lying his ass off. Ain't nobody never had no sexual encounter with a ghost. But I'm gonna take you back a little bit. My pop used to tell me and my brother Diddy, you know what I'm saying, back in the day, you know, when I was in high school, like 16, 17 or whatever. And no, I'm sorry. I was 17, 18 in high school or whatever. And you know, he used to tell me and my brother Diddy about these stories about you know, these ghosts in his mom's old house, you know what I'm saying, that used to chase him around the house. And we used to think it was like bull crap or whatever, but not chase him around the house like in a like ooh, I'm gonna get you type of way, like on some, you know, playful type stuff. But then, you know, he had told us about this story one time when him and his brother, you know, they were in the house and they were like playing hide and go seek, and he had went and hid in one of his sister's rooms, and he had took the sheet. The bed was made up, and he had took the sheet and put the sheet over him, and then, you know, he just laid there as straight as he could and kind of like put pillows around himself, so, you know, it wouldn't seem like he was there. So what happens is, he told us that when his brother was looking for him, you know, he ran past the room and ran to the upstairs, and it was a 3-story building or whatever. You know, I vividly remember that building back in the day, you know what I'm saying, when I was a kid, and you know, it was a 3-story. So I'm not sure if he was on the second or the third floor. I think it was the second floor, I believe. So his brother shot past the room where he was hiding at in the sister room, and his brother went upstairs. So he heard the door open while he laying there up under the sheet or whatever. But, you know, his head was kind of like hanging off the edge of the bed, like on the back part, because the bed didn't have a headboard or whatever. And, you know, he was getting his, you know, breathing under the sheet or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like with the sheet just like kind of like covered up over his nose kind of. So he like this just so he can see a little bit. So what happens is he hears the door open. He thinking it's his brother he was telling us. And next thing you know, he said a ghost came out of the blue and sat on him and was riding him. Now, immediately me and my brother start cracking the hell up because, you know what I'm saying, we thinking like, all right, this is some bullshit if we ain't never hear bullshit. And we dying, and he like, yo, man, I'm telling you, me and my brother, we was playing hide and go seek. I hid up under the sheet. I heard the door open. I ain't see my brother. And out of thin air, it was a woman on top of me, a female ghost, and she was riding me. Like, he was like, she was having sex with me. She was riding me. And he was like, I couldn't do nothing but move my eyes. I was stiff as a board. And I guess whenever she got done, that's when she disappeared. And she released me, and then I could all of a sudden move again. And he was like, I never experienced nothing like that before. He was like, I was scared to death. And then he said that it happened to him like 2 or 3 other times before, but it was different ghosts or whatever, and it was in the same house. Now, I'm gonna give y'all a little history lesson. I'm from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, right? And my dad, his family, everybody, you know what I'm saying, they were born and raised in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. But we were born and raised in, you know, the North Philadelphia area. Now, the part of North Philly, you know what I'm saying, my pop was born and raised in, you know what I'm saying, down there. It was off of Franklin Street, you know what I'm saying, between like 6th and 8th and Franklin, you know what I'm saying. And for all the old heads out there, y'all probably know that that land right there was a burial ground. You know what I'm saying? Like, it used to be a cemetery. in that area within, you know, the parameter of Franklin or whatever, between 6th and 8th. So all those houses and stuff out there is built on top of a burial ground. You know what I'm saying? So I used to live on 6th and Marshall, you know what I'm saying, on Marshall Street. And 6th and Marshall Street is about 2 to 3 minutes from Franklin Street, where my grandma used to live in a 3-story building. You know what I'm saying? So all that's on the same land, you know what I mean? So fast forward, you know, me and my brother, we like, yo, my pops, man, like, we like, yo, this dude is hilarious. Like, every time he tell a story, you know what I'm saying, it's like, it's a whole lot of sarcasm he put on it, you know what I'm saying? But that's just him, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's just naturally sarcastic, you know what I'm saying? Like, he just naturally like that, and it's funny, you know what I'm saying? Everybody know that. So it was just one time when he was just like, he was telling me, my bro, he was like, yeah, man, he was like, yo, I had to be a fine motherfucker, because them ghosts was fucking the hell out of me. You know what I'm saying? So me and my brother, we looked at each other. We immediately start like busting out into tears, like cracking the hell up. Or whatever. We like, yeah, all right. So what happens now is it's about 2004, 2005. You know what I mean? And at the time, I had 2 jobs. So what happens is I was on child support. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna work the second job so I can recoup some of my losses, you know what I'm saying, get my Skrilla up. So, you know, I'm working my second job, it's on a late shift or whatever. I get back home, you know, at the time I was living with my mom's, and I get back home, it's about 4 in the morning, and, you know, I go in the house, I go upstairs. Now, it's a 3-story house also, but I lived in the back room on the 2nd floor. You know what I'm saying? So it was just me, you know what I'm saying, in the back room. You know, I come in the house, go straight to the back room, shut the door, lock it. You know, I still got all my clothes on. I fall back on the bed, you know, and I passed out. So now what happens is, you know, I'm in a deep sleep or whatever. And at this point, I'm thinking I'm dreaming, because I hear a banging at my bedroom door. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boo, get up, get up. So, you know, the banging at the door, that was my mom. And, you know, my nickname she gave me is Boo or whatever. No pun intended, because I know this is a ghost story. So, you know, she banging on my door. She like, boom, 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 Boo, get up, get up. Come to the door, come to the door. Boom, 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 get up. So I'm just like, I'm thinking I'm in a dream. I'm just like kind of opening my eyes a little bit, waking up a little bit, because I still hear this knocking at my door, like loud. Boom, 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 boom. So eventually it stopped. But at this point, you know, I kind of like open my eyes all the way, and I look towards the door or whatever, and I'm trying to like yell out to my mom or whatever, but I couldn't. And all of a sudden, I feel like my legs start to get heavy. Now, at this point, you know, I'm sleeping on my back. I always like to sleep on my back, you know what I'm saying, after a long, hard night's work or whatever, when I was working my second job. And, you know, my feet was hanging off the bed, but maybe about 6 to 8 inches hanging off the bed. And I feel my legs get heavy. And I'm just like, yo, like, why I can't move? Like, I couldn't move anything but my eyes. So at this point, when my legs got heavy, I went from looking at the door to moving my eyes and looking down at my feet. And what do I see? I see a female ghost holding on to my legs, like in a reverse cowgirl position. Like her back was facing me, so she was looking back at me like this. And she was smiling, and she was riding my legs. You know what I'm saying? Now, she wasn't like riding me up here, you know what I'm saying, where my groin or my genitals are at. But she was holding on to my legs, my ankles, and like riding me. You know what I'm saying? Like in reverse cowgirl. She must have did this for about 90 seconds or whatever. And for everybody that's in the comments, with y'all little ignorant asses, I already know what y'all gonna say. Oh, was she bad? Was she a baddie? Nah, she wasn't a baddie. You know what I'm saying? The ghost was a white female or a Caucasian female. You know what I'm saying? She was just like a plain Jane. She had on like a nightgown. You know what I'm saying? Like an old school nightgown. You know what I mean? And like I'll never forget it. She had to be like a teenage ghost or something. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't like a little kid. She was like a little bit older, you know what I'm saying, like a teenager. And she was like riding me reverse cowgirl, but it was on my legs. And then all of a sudden she disappeared. And as soon as she disappeared, I kind of like leaped up off the bed because I was putting like force and pressure, you know what I'm saying, trying to get up, but I couldn't move a muscle. The only thing I could move was my eyes. And I kind of leaped up off the bed. When I leaped up off the bed, I opened the door real fast, hauled ass through the door, shut the door, slammed it behind me, ran straight into my mom's door. You know what I'm saying? Opened it, went in there, slammed the door behind me. And I'm like, yo, mom, yo. I was like, yo, you ain't gonna never believe what the hell just happened to me. She was like, what? I was like, yo, first of all, I thought I was dreaming. She was like, what? Tell me what happened. She was like, is you gonna I was like, all right, look. Just tell me, was you banging at my door or was I dreaming in my sleep? She was like, yeah, I was banging at your door. I was banging on your door for like 5 minutes trying to wake you to, trying to wake you and make you get up or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I mean? I had 2 jobs. I had to go to the second job. So she's like, I was trying to bang on the door to wake you up so you can get up. I was like, yo, mom, I heard you at the door banging the whole time and I was trying to yell out, but I couldn't. She's like, wow, what was wrong? I was like, yo, mom, I was like, you ain't gonna believe this, but I was attacked by a ghost. She was like, what do you mean you was attacked by a ghost? I was like, well, not attacked by a ghost, but a ghost was holding me by my legs and was riding me, you know what I'm saying, riding me backwards in a reverse position. You know what I'm saying? When you was banging at the door, I couldn't move nothing but my eyes. I heard you at the door, but I couldn't move. And when I looked from the door and looked down at my feet, my legs and shit felt heavy between like my kneecap and my feet. Like that part of my legs was feeling heavy. And it was a female ghost on me. It was a white girl or whatever. And she was riding me. And next thing you know, she let me go. As soon as she let me go, I was able to move every single muscle in my body again. And that's when I hauled ass out the room, slammed the door, and I ran in here and slammed the door. I was like, yo. I was scared out of my mind. I never experienced nothing like that in my life. And like, yo, I don't even really want to go, back in that room no more because like it was crazy. So now at this point, all the times when my pop was telling me and my brother these stories about, you know what I'm saying, these ghosts that was, fucking him or whatever, or sleeping with him or whatever, you know what I'm saying? At this point, I'm like, yo, like he wasn't lying. So, I immediately told my brother, I told my mom, you know what I'm saying? I told a couple other people that I knew. I told a couple people, you know what I'm saying, that I wasn't really even close with. And some people thought I was lying. They thought I was full of shit. Other people was like, yo, I believe because some of the same shit happened to some of my peoples. And they used to tell me, you know what I'm saying, like ghosts and stuff like that. And, I told some other family and they was just like, yo, like that's real. And, what they said to me, like kind of blew my mind because they was just like, the ghost or the type of ghost that touched you or was sleeping with you is called a succubus. So what succubus are, you know what I'm saying, they said they're female ghosts that have sex with, men in their sleep and stuff like that. So they was like, if you ever go to sleep, don't go to sleep on your back, go to sleep on your side or go to sleep on your stomach, because if you go to sleep on your back, that allows the succubus, you know what I'm saying, to make a move on you. And they have sex with you because they feed off your energy or something like that. If you got good energy or something, they were saying it feed off of you. So I'm just like, what? Succubus? What the hell is that? I ain't never heard of no shit like that. So you know, I went online, I looked it up. I was like, yo, this is real. Like, succubus is like, it's a real thing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, yo, it's crazy or whatever. So at this point, I'm like, yo, like, all the times when my pop was telling me and my brother all these stories, like, we sit there and we was laughing at them, and like, it was the real deal. You know what I'm saying? So on some real ish, if y'all think I'm lying or I'm sitting here trying to make up a story, you know what I'm saying, to get views or subscribers or whatever, you know what I'm saying, go online right now. Go on your laptop, your desktop, your cell phone, go to Google and type in succubus. Or go to Google, hit the microphone and say it to the microphone, what is a succubus or succubus, you know what I'm saying, and Google will pull it up for you and you will see for yourself what a succubus is. Like, I am not making this up for anybody that think I'm making this up. So basically, that's what happened. Like, your boy, he was getting knocked off by a goddamn succubus. You know what I'm saying? And like, succubus are real. And it's like, that was my first time ever having a ghost encounter in my life where the ghost physically touched me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I had other encounters, you know what I'm saying, like, or supernatural encounters, you know what I'm saying, or some ghost stuff, but that was the only time in my life and the first time in my life that I was ever touched by a spirit, you know what I'm saying, and it blew my mind, because at that point, I definitely became a firm believer in ghosts. Like, I used to hear stories all the time from people or whatever, and especially my pop, and me and my brother always thought it was a joke. Until, you know what I'm saying, it happened to me. So if y'all like this video, you know what I'm saying, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell so you can be the first to know, not the last. And I would like to know what y'all channels are, and for y'all to drop below, you know what I'm saying, in the comments, some of y'all ghost stories, some of y'all ghost encounters, you know what I'm saying, because I know I'm not the only person on YouTube, you know what I mean, that has experienced a supernatural or a ghost encounter. You know what I'm saying? So drop some of y'all comments down below on what y'all thought about my story, and then let me know about some of y'all stories or whatever, and drop y'all channels, and maybe drop, you know what I'm saying, y'all story time or whatever about y'all ghost encounters, and tag me in it, you know what I'm saying, so I can see what's going on. And that's, you know, that's pretty much it right there. That's the video. But you know, like I said, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and I'll see y'all tomorrow in the next one. It's been real. Yeet!